Jaguar Nation, welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by the Louisiana Lottery, Coca-Cola, Ochsner Health, Tony's Seafood, Dow Chemical, Manda's Meat, Exxon Mobil, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, and Jerry Lane Chevrolet. Hello and welcome to week 2 of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. Of course, before we talk football, we want to let you know you can catch the show about 7 times a week on Cox 4 and 1004, Your View, as well as Pelican Broadcasting. And of course, you can catch it at your leisure on Facebook and our YouTube channel. Coach, jumping right into this, first game as the Jaguars head football coach, tough outing at Troy University. The final tally, 55-3 as the Trojans take down the Jaguars. But, Coach, it seemed like on this night nothing went right on offense or defense. What do you take away from that performance?
Well, we pride ourselves on making everything about the ball. So we didn't really do a great job of protecting the ball. So when you get behind, playing against a really good team, they make it hard for you to come back. So we have some things we have to correct and fix, and we're going to do that going forward.
Coach, you ended up playing 3 quarterbacks, Skelton, Lampley, and McDaniel. I know that Skelton got a little nicked up. Is he okay, first off? And secondly, was giving all 3 a plan, giving all 3 some playing time, the plan?
Actually, no. Skelton, first, he's healthy, and he'll be available this Saturday. He's our starting quarterback. When we got down that far, we were just looking for a spark, and whichever guy could give us a spark, we was going to go with at that time. But that's kind of the plan going forward. Is Ladarius Skelton is our starting quarterback, going as he has been the last 3 years. Okay,
well, there you have it from the coach. Let's go on and jump into those highlights from Saturday night so people can see exactly what happened at Troy. Coach, of course, we're going to roll the highlights and just kind of talk over them. Right here, you're going to see the Jaguars trying to have a goal line stand. Actually did have 2 stops on this series, but ultimately Troy gets on the board first with a 1-yard plunge.
Well, yeah, right there we got great penetration from inside. Got beneath their guys, came close. He got it right over at the edge.
Troy's going to go up 7-0 at this juncture. We're going to get the ball, punt. They get the ball back. Here you're going to see a good defensive play by Anderson on a nice 1-yard stop after this Troy play for the touchdown. Well, actually, we did. We showed both the Coach, was that a touchdown from your perspective on the football field? From the press box, it did not look like it.
Well, I'm a Jag, so I'm going to always say no, it's not.
Okay. Well, here we go. Again, we punted, and they got the ball back. Anderson is going to make a great push and stop the runner for a 1-yard gain on this play. Coach, your defensive front was really playing the run pretty well initially from my perspective.
Absolutely, they were. We pride ourselves on saying big men lead this team, and that's the strength of our team is our defensive line. And they played how we expect them to play early on, getting a great push against that offensive line, and we're kind of pleased with their production.
Troy ended up scoring on that drive. Here you see Ladarius Skelton hitting O'Connor for a nice 21-yard gain. Ultimately, we punted. They got the ball back, and they're on the 3-yard line, 4-yard line, and Davin Cotton comes up with a big play. Cotton had a good game for you, Coach.
He really did. He's playing like a veteran, the leader that he is. He's strong inside. He's very smart. He has a lot of snaps underneath his belt, so it makes for a good recipe on Saturday nights.
Great interception by Cotton on the tip drill. We get the ball, trying to make something happen. Unfortunately, Skelton telegraphs a play, and We end up with a pick six. Then we get the ball back. Skelton is going to run for 21 yards that you saw right there. Then Skelton's going to hit Washington for a nice 20-yard gainer. And he's going to come back and hit Kirkwood for an 11-yarder. So right here, Coach, you had a nice little flea flicker. Unfortunately, it turned into a 6-yard gain, but it almost was a what happened moment.
Absolutely. If you look at that down the field, we had them. But we had a little breakdown right there, a little leakage that came in. So Skelton did a really good job of actually getting the ball off so that it wouldn't be a negative yardage play.
Here's that 20-yarder we were talking about right there. Great catch. Couple yards run after the catch. Jaguars trying to make a move. 1st and 10. Skelton should hit Kirkwood on this play. Well, actually, that's Ben taking it up the middle for a couple of yards. Scores 21-3 at this juncture after we got a field goal.
So right there, when it's 21-3, it's in the second quarter. We felt if we can get a great drive going in right here at 21-3, it's 21-10 going in at halftime. We'll feel pretty good about ourselves.
Here's Skelton hitting Kirkwood, getting 13.
6-yard gain.
Unfortunately, Skelton's going to come back, Coach, and throw another interception for his second one in the game.
Yeah, on that interception right there, if you look closely, it was a good read, went through his progressions. The receiver slipped at the top of the route, so when a receiver slipped and fell, it made for an easy interception for the defensive back.
Oh, actually, that was a completion. That must have been the completion to Kirkwood. This must be the interception, Coach. Offensive execution, Coach, on the night. Did you feel like if you had to grade yourself, what do you say you grade yourself at?
Well, who we are. We're a physical team, so we wanted to play bloody football and get down and dirty and run the ball. So we're a run-first team, and everything goes through our run game.
Right.
So we're able to run the ball, then it opens up our passing game. But if we're not able to run consistently and stay ahead of the chains, then that makes it tougher for us.
Hey, you saw the interception that we talked about from Skelton. Of course, we go into halftime. The score is 34-3. When we come back, we're going to look at the second half highlights from the Troy game on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins. Stay with us.
Our Jaguars run further, jump higher, and never stop reaching for success. From the helmets that keep players safe to the shoes that help them run fast, ExxonMobil is proud to make what the world needs to keep us all moving forward.
Meet the Picks. You've known them, you've played them, and you've loved them. Get ready for a new arrival. Pick 5 is home. That's right! Now you can enjoy a new daily pick game. Pick 5 has even more exciting features than ever before, like front pair, back pair. Plus, you can win up to $50,000. Try Pick 5 today at a retailer near you.
Where's everybody going? This game's not over, so we're not the best. Our kicker stubbed his toe on the ball, and pretty sure our mascot has his costume on backwards. But this is our team. No matter what.
During times of trouble, hope keeps us calm, and courage keeps us strong. Here in Louisiana, we know this better than most. After all, we faced hardship, but hurricanes and floods never washed away what makes us strong. It's our culture, the spirit of resilience that says rise and rise up again. We'll make it through the tough times, we always do. And Blue Cross will always be here to support you.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins. Coach scores 34-3 at the half. What do you tell your team to try to inspire them coming out of the halftime?
Well, you have to tell them to go out and play one play at a time, and because the scoreboard is a liar. You know, you can't let the scoreboard determine how you play the game, because if whether you're up, it's going to tell you can relax. If you're down, it's going to tell you that it's over. So we just go out and play football one play at a time.
All right, we're going to jump back into those highlights from Saturday against the Troy Trojans. I was actually kind of impressed with their facilities, Coach. I had never been to Troy and never seen it, but they had some nice facilities.
It's a big time FBS program. They poured a lot of money into it. They've been very successful over the years.
Okay. Well, here you see us. We have the ball. Skelton's going to hit. I believe that was Kirkwood.
Yes.
For a nice little gainer for 8 yards. Unfortunately, we punt. They score. We get the ball back. Lampley comes in after Skelton gets nicked up. Lampley's going to hit Nelson for 5 right here. That was a nice play, nice call. Then he should come back and hit Nelson again for another quick gainer. Coach Jared Sims, is he hurt?
Right now, we're working on him, making sure that had a little injury coming out of camp. That hopefully we can get him back soon.
Yeah, I missed him on the field Saturday night.
Yes. First team all conference running back. That's a big part of our offense.
Yep. Here you see Lampley sit back. He takes off, uses his feet, gets a 5-yard gainer. We're back on defense. This should be a great hit right here for a 1-yard loss by Nash. Coach, he had a nice night. Did he grade out pretty good on the evening?
Graded out well. Nash is just steady. He's always going to be at the right place at the right time. Very smart football player.
Yeah, really thought he played well. We get the ball back after they punt. Unfortunately, Skelton throws first of his 2 interceptions, and he clearly telegraphed that one, Coach.
Yeah, old John, he stepped back and he didn't let it clear, but he's going to correct that. He's going forward. Unfortunate.
Here we have Lampley back again.
I think right now we went with McDaniel.
McDaniel came in at this point?
McDaniel came in at this point. Hometown, Alabama guy.
Okay.
So just to see if we can get a spark right there, get the ball down the field. Mm-hmm. More working on for the coming weeks.
Yeah. That young man actually had a rough season last year. Hurt his hand right as the season began, and he'd had a good fall camp. He actually showed pretty nice in some mop-up time in the Bayou Classic also. So I was really expecting him to be running second. So when he didn't, I was interested in seeing what happened to him in fall camp. Nice run right there.
Absolutely.
By old steady senior Devon Ben.
That's right. You can always count on Devon Ben to get the tough yardage.
Yep. Will Sims be ready for Saturday?
We're hoping. We're hopeful. We're hopeful that he can get everything worked out and get cleared to go Saturday.
I know early in the season you and I were talking, and we were like 5 deep in the running back room. But as anybody knows, injuries happen quickly.
I tell you what, and at that position where everyone's gunning for you, it can happen any play.
Mm-hmm. Here you see the Jaguars setting up, trying to stop Troy's rush, and nice tackle right there. All right, That's the ball game, folks. 55-3. Unfortunately, not the best night. When we come back, we'll talk about the Jerry Lane Players of the Week on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins. Stay with us. Around these parts, when you think of seafood, you think Tony's Seafood. Serving Baton Rouge for over 60 years with the freshest seafood caught from Louisiana waters. You can get a variety of fresh fish, fresh and boiled crawfish, crabs, and shrimp. A deli with some of the most delicious food you'll ever taste. For your SU or LSU tailgates, holiday parties, or just because. You just can't beat the flavor or the service at Tony's Seafood. Come and see us today.
Who built the most experienced orthopedic robotic surgery team in South Louisiana? Ochsner did. Who is the official healthcare provider of the New Orleans Saints and Pelicans? We are. Who will shape the future for injury and joint treatment for our community? We will. Ochsner's innovative orthopedics and sports medicine team is dedicated to restoring every patient to a life free of pain so they can enjoy the activities they value most. Ochsner Health. Innovating healthcare.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats. The flavor says it all.
I think Southern gave me the tools to be successful in the future. Going through those courses really helped me and trained my brain to look at things from outside of the box and be more creative. After graduating from Southern, I started working at Dow. I've had great success, great experiences here, and I am a Dow employee through and through.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins. Each week in this segment, we're going to award the Jerry Lane Players of the Week. Coach Rollins, who were the Jerry Lane Players of the Week in the Troy game on offense, defense, and special teams?
Offensively, our player of the week was Jatari Carter. He did a great job of protecting. Went against a very aggressive defensive front, and he held his own. And matter of fact, pushed the line really, really well. Defensively, Davin Cotton, he was a force inside and did a really good job, had an interception as well, and his leadership showed through and through. Special teams-wise, Martell Fontenot, he did a great job of pinning him and punting the ball, and had a 31-yard field goal, which was a bright spot for us.
There you have the Jerry Lane Player of the Week from Coach Rollins. Coach, after the game, we had a chance to catch up with Davin Cook, who had a big interception in the game. And unfortunately, we were fighting bands for the interview. Southern and Troy band was going back and forth. So it's a pretty noisy interview. But Joe Dupree filed this interview with Davin Cotton.
All right, you ready? 3, 2. Well, Todd, we're here after a disappointing night playing the Trojans, but we do have a bright light. Devin Cotton, the linebacker, did a great job tonight, got a big interception. It was a tough night for the Jaguars. Talk to me about what happened with the defense.
Overall, man, we just got to execute a little bit better, but we're going to get back to work in the morning.
Speaking of which, as we get ready to go into swag play, what can we improve on to make that play look a lot sweeter than tonight?
Sticking together like glue. That's all, baby.
You heard it right here at the Jaguar Football Show.
Thank you, Davin. Thank you, Joe. And, Davin got one of those sound bites for any occasion. Stick together like glue, and we can make it happen. Coach, again, let's wrap up that game. On the punting side, Fontenot, he did a good job. Do you foresee any other competitor coming to compete with him for the kicking duties, or is he all we have at the kicking game?
We have still a competition going on at kicker. Luke Jackson, he's doing a really good job of kicking as well. We went with experience in his first game, and because Fundo's been under the lights, but the competition is always ongoing.
Coach, you and your staff had a chance to look at that film from Troy. What teachable moment can you take from it to build on to get the guys ready for the Miles College game?
Well, several teachable moments as far as tackling and execution. We emphasized the details when we got back Sunday. Just detailing your assignment. It's just not good enough to do your assignment, but you also have to detail it. And when you play really good teams, they will expose those little details.
All right, when we come back, we're going to look ahead to this weekend's game against the Miles College Golden Bears and our first home game at A.W. Mumford Stadium in the 2021 season on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins. Stay with us.
Our Jaguars run further, jump higher, and never stop reaching for success. From the helmets that keep players safe to the shoes that help them run fast, ExxonMobil is proud to make what the world needs to keep us all moving forward.
When morning came to Louisiana, we were hopeful, not hibernating. We were mending fences, feeding neighbors, and holding our kids. When morning came to Louisiana, we were wide awake, planting seeds for next year's crops. We were stronger, ready for what's next. And together, as we build anew, Blue Cross stands ready to support you.
Meet the Picks. You've known them. You've played them. And you've loved them. Get ready for a new arrival. Pick 5 is home. That's right! Now you can enjoy a new daily pick game. Pick 5 has even more exciting features than ever before, like front pair, back pair. Plus, you can win up to $50,000. Try Pick 5 today at a retailer near you.
Where's everybody going? This game's not over. So we're not the best. Our kicker stubbed his toe on the ball, and pretty sure our mascot has his costume on backwards. But this is our team. No matter what.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins. Coach, the Miles College Golden Bears come into Mumford on Saturday for our first home game. Miles College is in the CIAA, is that right? So SIAC is their conference. Mm-hmm. And, of course, they are, that's, I think, Division II. So lower conference, but definitely they've got a good team. They lost this past weekend to Alabama State 14-13 in an overtime game, which kind of signals that they got a squad. Coach, tell us what you know about Miles and what they like to do on offense and defense.
Well, offensively, they're very multiple. They'll give you several different formations with great athletes. So they try to get their athletes in space. So they want to put speed in space, and they have some fast guys. Defensively, they're very aggressive, blitzing defense that will bring guys from everywhere, from the corner, from the safety, from the linebacker position. Very aggressive, and they play really hard, very well-coached football team.
Coach, we're going to jump out right here and get this last stop set in, and we'll come back and close out the show. So stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins.
I've always been a person that was very interested in learning how things worked. I got introduced to engineering from Southern University in Baton Rouge. And I think Dow and Southern really helps that as a woman in engineering. Coming to Dow, I just feel like I'm doing so much with my degree. It's just gonna take me so many places. The company is so wide and so expansive, you can go anywhere, you can do anything.
Around these parts, when you think of seafood, you think Tony's Seafood. Serving Baton Rouge for over 60 years with the freshest seafood caught from Louisiana waters. You can get a variety of fresh fish, fresh and boiled crawfish, crabs, and shrimp. A deli with some of the most delicious food you'll ever taste. For your SU or LSU tailgates, holiday parties, or just because. You just can't beat the flavor or the service at Tony's Seafood. Come and see us today.
Who built the most experienced orthopedic robotic surgery team in South Louisiana? Ochsner did. Who is the official healthcare provider of the New Orleans Saints and Pelicans? We are. Who will shape the future for injury and joint treatment for our community? We will. Ochsner's innovative orthopedics and sports medicine team is dedicated to restoring every patient to a life free of pain so they can enjoy the activities they value most. Ochsner Health. Innovating healthcare.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats. The flavor says it all.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Jason Rollins. Of course, as we wrap up this week's show, Coach, got to talk about a couple of housekeeping items for our first home game against Miles College. First off, you can get tickets at the Southern University ticket office in the Mini Dome, Southern University Mini Dome. So make sure you go and get your tickets. Of course, this game is also the Pete Richardson Classic game. So want to make sure we give some love to Coach Pete, classic, legendary coach who did a great job for Southern with 3 national championships and 5 SWAC championships. Lastly, it's the whiteout game. So if you got some white with SU on it, wear it. Coach, also fans have to be masked up for the Jaguar home games this season. So get your mask and be ready. All right, Coach. Go Jags.